We're taking another look at the 2025 recruiting class, and today we're going to shine a spotlight on four-star running back prospect Bo Jackson, who signed with the Ohio State Buckeyes. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're going hot and heavy every single day, looking at the 2025 recruiting class, looking at every prospect we can get our hands on. So when these players start making plays for your team, you know a little something about them. We're also talking a lot about the transfer portal as well. We're doing deep dives on those players. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're going to start off with this 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for the highlights, just fast forward a few minutes. You will get there. But he's a 4-star in both sets of rankings. The RB5 in the rankings, the RB6 in the composite. That's pretty good to me. We're signed with the Ohio State Buckeyes. 6 foot, 205 pounds. So we got some size to us. This is usually a little dated, so if you have a more recent height and weight, let us know in the comment section below. We're here to learn together. We got 23 offers. That's a good amount of offers, especially for a running back. And then you look at the teams interested in him, and that gives you a better picture. Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, Auburn. So when I look at offers, I look at the amount. 20 or more I consider good. 30 great, 40 elite, and then I want to look at the teams. And I look at the teams, top-tier Power 5 programs. That letting me know that we're looking at a very, very good running back prospect, and that is another metric that I go along with the star ratings, the rankings, that I can average out in my brain and see whether or not I like this prospect or not, just based on those key facts. But then we get to the scouting report here, and they say he owns a physically imposing college-ready frame. So we already got the size. We're already built for the college game. Can stack cuts together in the open field. So he's creative in space. That's what they're saying. We'll see in the highlights. Routinely showcases impressive contact balance. So we're going to have good feet and balance. We're going to have good feet balance and wiggle. Elite short area quickness, so good burst. Moves laterally very well. We're going to have a fun running back to watch. And most importantly, we are very productive. 1,700 yards, 30 touchdowns, 2023. Productivity is a big thing for these running backs and all prospects, because honestly, if you can't dominate the high school level, how are you going to dominate the college level? And that's just another key trait to look at when looking at these players. Was on the freaks list for the 2025 class. That's another good thing to look at. And then again, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State. Big-time programs after him. Penn State trying to get in there as well. They can bring in running backs. So you got an RBU like Georgia. You got Penn State, Alabama, Ohio State. 4-star with all the recruiting sites. Top 5 with On3 as well. 6 in the industry rankings. Rivals got him at 12. ESPN got him at 8. On3 and 24/7 Sports. Those are my main recruiting sites that I like to look at. Then it's Rivals, then it's ESPN. But I do like to look at the entire market and try to see what they're trying to see when I look at the tape. And I always think that in the back of my mind. Michigan was after him as well. Let's take a look at the tape. Let's see what he's working with. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so we can watch ball together all off season long. So if you're jonesing for some football and want to learn about your prospects, here you go. We're seeing some wiggle and burst in the open field. That's the first play, though. First play. We'll get more here soon. Got the carry. Contact balance. They bounced off of him. Looking good so far. I think he can get bigger, too, because look at that frame. It could be like 220-some pound running back by the end of this college career. Definitely can get you chunk yards. Popping it to the outside. Cutting it inside. There we go. Cutting it back over the middle for a big gain. Here we are now. We got our blocks. Cuts it in. Those guys ain't catching them. Let's see if we can get through here. It's pretty tight. We got it. We got it. Sometimes those angles I can't tell. He does look like he's college-ready running back, and I think he's going to get big. Look at that spin. Hit it. Okay. I was wondering what he was going to do. We're going to take that inside. We got the score. He's cashed out at this level. For sure. You got some burst in there in the open field. And there's a little kick there at the end of that run. Kick means a different degree of acceleration. You're getting faster. If you don't know what I mean. That's a track term that I learned from a track coach a long time ago. Good around the goal line. Bam. Reading, finds the hole, cuts in. Falling blocks, cuts back to the other side. Reading, gets to the... holding his own on the balance and strength. Looking good, partner. Up the gut, plunging in to the goal line. So you can use them everywhere so far. Good feet, good vision. Gets it to the outside. Very stout back. Very stout. Follows the blocks, cuts it in. Great balance. You see, like, him, I don't know how to describe, like, that little tumble of the feet after getting touched, and then not losing much speed. Like, he lost some, but not losing much, like, able to keep it going. Did you see that? Taking it to the outside, cutting it up. When looking at these prospects, a lot happens. So really what you want to look at when watching the film, because some of you guys, it all looks the same. Look for key traits and attributes. And there's going to be stuff I'm not seeing. Because one, I'm filming content while watching this. And then two, like, every time I watch these guys the second or third time go around, I see something different. And sometimes I like them even more the next time. Here we go. Now we're seeing some of that speed on the kick on the back end of that run. We got that home run speed. And there we go. The burst up the gut. There we go. We're pulling away too. Like, having elite speed, like a 10-4, 100 time, is great and all. But a lot of running backs rely on it too. He's got all the traits where he doesn't have to rely on his speed. He's got it. He's got that kick on the top end. He doesn't have to use it all the time. He can manipulate trash very good with his eyes and his feet and balance. He's also got a good frame on him. Like, a good frame where I see him put on man weight and it's going to be looking good. And through the weight room at Ohio State. Here we go. Pulling away. There it is. There it is. Good balance. When he makes cuts and reads momentum, he keeps his feet well to where he doesn't lose balance and he's still very smooth. This one's shot on the phone. This one has to be a good play if it made it. Downfield. Ability to catch the ball out in front of him. We're good to go. We're good to go. Look at that. Got the carry up the gut. To the outside. And we're gone. We're gone. Up the gut. Hole. Finds it. Look at that. He knows how to read your momentum. He's like, he chains together moves, but he's a one-cut slasher with that. And a lot of people say one-cut slasher. Really, what they mean by that is this person knows how to read your momentum when it's going this way and just slash it the other way and have an innate feel for it. So they do that. And honestly, almost all good running backs can do that because you have to do that. That's the main thing you're doing. But you'll see that in scouting reports a lot. On defense. Getting to the quarterback. Not surprised. Not surprised. A little safety. Reading the play. The film on the other side of the ball is important in the aspect that you're seeing this player and their ability to read the game, natural instincts, athletic attributes. Like, you're seeing him diagnose plays. That's football intellect that's coming natural to him to be able to play well at a high level and look good to put it on your huddle tape, which is a clue. Doesn't mean it will, but means, like, when we're in practice and spring ball and stuff, things are going to click with you a little bit better. Naturally, most players will play on both sides of the ball, but not always. But on top of that, not all of them are going to have a highlight tape where they're just going to throw in their huddle. He's showing you can be in coverage. What does coverage tell me for a running back? Coverage tells me for a running back that we have the ability to make plays downfield. So if you have the ability to make plays downfield as a corner, you probably got some of that for a wide receiver skills as well. So if you're put in a slot, or you can be a more multifunctional running back. Also, you got concepts of defenses by playing defenses and reading offenses, and you got more time learning film, learning from your coaches on both sides of the ball. So when you're reading hats during pre-snap, things just click with you better. So to me, we have the potential to have a really smart running back prospect here that has the potential to develop rapidly in a system. That's what that shows. And he's playing well. Attacking, getting downfield, sees things quickly. Everything's natural to him. But I wanted to throw that out there. So, just in case some people were just watching their new Ohio State running back, understand why it's important. Getting to the flat. Controlling the pace here. Look at that. Reads it. Reads the ball. So you're seeing innate traits here. Reads coverage. He's a ball player. You got a ball player. Not only being a good running back, but you're also a ball player. Let it hit on people. He's aggressive. He's assertive. A lot of good things out of this guy. A lot of good things out of this guy. He's smart. We could definitely tell how great he is in the open field, how smart he can be by his ability to read the momentum of the players around him. He's very good at that. Now in coverage, he knows to watch the wide receiver's hands. You saw that on 5 plays ago when it was downfield and he was deflecting that. The wide receiver was bringing up his hands. He watched that, brought his hands up, disrupted the play as he was watching the wide receiver turn around for the ball. This guy can play some man coverage at the high school level. And this guy is good at bringing guys down. He's strong. I think he's going to get stronger too because of that frame. I can just tell because I've just been a gym rat my whole life. I can just tell by looking at someone's frame. If you got more time in the weight room, because he's a younger guy, a younger fellow. I'm not saying he's not. But with more time under the weight room, growing age 18, 19, 20, those prime times of your life, the add-on strength, I think he's going to add on to that. I don't think it's going to zap his athleticism or anything. I think it's only going to just add more tools to his tool belt. Flowing down. Bam. I think, too, I don't know if any Ohio State players or family members watch this channel. I do know a lot of family members do, but we're deep into the video. Ohio is a strength bed in America. You got Westside Barbell, Muscle Farm, Elite FTS, some of the top powerlifting gyms in the country. That is a good place, in the off season, to just maybe go for a weekend and learn some stuff at those gyms, because they'll let you go over there. But what we see from this running back is a powerful runner who can make cuts on a dime, who is a one-cut shifty runner because he has innate skills of reading the momentum of the players around him. As that player's coming this way, bam, he takes it the other way, times it perfectly. A very smart player who plays on both sides of the ball. We got speed to burn, but we do not rely on it because we have all these other traits. Good balance, good footwork, good change of direction, good contact balance. This is a jack of all trades running back. We did not see him catch many balls out of the backfield. However, we see him get nasty in coverage. That's a good thing downfield. That's also an indicator that we're probably going to be good in the passing game, that we know some of these concepts. We know what to do. And at the running back position, all you have to do is be able to catch the ball at the flat, run some out routes and stuff, and be all right. And we'll build on top of that going forward. But I think we're going to be fine. It just wasn't really in the highlights. But when we watch what we saw in defense, his ability to diagnose plays, his ability to lay down the smackdown on a guy in the hole, his ability to get downfield in coverage, read the DB's hands. He has those abilities. I feel good that he's going to be good catching balls out of the backfield. I don't feel like there's going to be any issues with that. We saw him catch 1 or 2 downfield, but it wasn't like really in the highlights. But I feel good about that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.